Welcome to your weekly energy forecast. I'm Felicity from Enchanted by Soul. This is going to be from the 16th of January through to the 22nd of January. Take what resonates, leave what does not. For those who are new here, welcome. Like I said, I'm Felicity, and hi Kelly. How you going? I'm an intuitive mentor, a psychic, and an intuitive tarot reader. If you'd like to work with me, if you're on Instagram, you can click the description box below and have a look, but you can click the link in my bio. And if you're over on YouTube watching this replay, you can just check the description box below for all the links as well, okay? How are you going, Kelly? How are you feeling? Happy Sunday. Okay, so I'm filming this on the 15th here in Australia on Sunday. This week, we actually have a new moon in the sign of Aquarius. So we're going to be going into Aquarius season, and I will be having a reading out for that also. So the new moon in Aquarius takes place on the 21st or the 22nd, depending on where you live, okay? So this upcoming weekend. I'm glad you're good. Glad to hear, happy to hear that. So some of the pre-channeling that I was getting for this upcoming week is there's a lot of adjacent possibilities, a lot of different doors opening, because one thing's to keep in mind when we are in this co-creation with the universe, when we are wanting to manifest, when we are wanting to kind of make the choices and decisions for our life and the different pathways that we can go down, is that we actually do get to choose a path. And of course I am someone who does believe that there are some things that are quite set in stone, okay, really preordained. And then there's other things that we actually create ourselves. And then some of the things that are preordained, we actually have free will on, how we decide to move forward with that. So for example, you could have a soul contract with someone that comes in to your life, whether it's friendship, platonic, romantic, doesn't matter. But yet we have the free will as the other person on how we move once we have that connection take place, once that meeting takes place. So I'm seeing like a lot of different doors opening, and it gets to be your decision. So if you're in this process of really kind of thinking about which door do I open, which door do I go through, which path do I go down, what decision do I make, just, again, you can take some time in solitude to really think about this, but the message that's coming through is make decisions and choices from the energy of love. So not the energy of lack, not the energy of fear, not the energy of I need to do this because, so-and-so wants me to, or it's going to make other people happy. It's about making the choices and decisions from the space of love, the energy of love, okay? That's going to be really important as well. I kept hearing too in the pre-channeling, like love triumphs all, okay? Love triumphs all too. Also, what I have found personally for myself in the past, when I have made choices from a space of love and the energy of love, even when some people around me doubted my choices, decisions, or they were flat out like against it, not happy with it, at some point they came around. And whether that was like, oh my God, you were right, or I wasn't super sure where that was going. I wasn't super happy exactly about the decision that you made, but like I get it now, and I can see that now. And that's because it was made from the space of love. And it resonates. Oh, good, Kelly, I'm glad it resonates. So there is this energy of the birth of something new, the creation. There's also an energy of like you're closer than what you think. Okay, you're closer than what you, I want to say feel, but no. The thing is, because you're going to feel it come into your energy field, okay, prior to it actually arriving. Hi, Shannon, how you going? And so you're going to feel that come into your energy field prior to arriving. And depending on how sensitive you are to energy, you might feel this when it's months out, and you might feel it when it's really, really, really close, okay? So I don't really want to say it's like, it's closer than you feel. It's more like it's closer than when you think, okay? Because that lovely ego mind of ours likes to get in the way. So Shannon, we're talking about the weekly energy forecast here, and some of the messages that are coming through are around the birthing of, brand new things, new doors opening, all these different possibilities, and that we get to choose, okay? That we're not like bound to some certain path, and we can shift and shift and evolve and grow and all of that stuff as well. And we're talking too about making choices from the energy of love. So I'm just putting my notebook aside. I put down the dates for the week because I always forget most of the time. Okay. And so yeah, we've got this new moon energy as well coming in, Aquarius season. I'm an Aquarius rising, so I always feel like Aquarius season just feels like really energetic and very like at home for me to be in. My eldest daughter is a Aquarius, turning 16, which is freaking crazy. Okay, all right, let's have a look here. So, need to know those watching and resonating. Okay, we have your dreams need a practical plan. Again, with that thinking energy on what path you want to go, what decision you want to make, all of that, it comes with a plan, okay? Even if it's kind of like, all right, I don't exactly know how this is going to work out, fine, but what's your next step, okay? How do you get from where you are now to that door that then you can open? What step do you need to take? Okay, have a look at that too. Two here with the earth energy that's coming through with Taurus. I'm getting this real grounding energy, and I don't just mean like going outside and grounding. I mean like grounding something from other realms into your physical reality. Again, co-creation, bringing it in, bringing it down, bringing this can be a new opportunity. I am actually feeling new opportunities and new offers, by the way. That's actually really what's kind of coming through. But again, this can come in many different forms. Take what resonates. But what do we need to release? Okay, because look what's on the bottom here. A new start is coming. We're talking about this with the birthing, okay? And it's so much closer than what we realize. Sometimes what we need to release, by the way, is the feeling of it's never going to happen, or it's not going to work out, or it can only happen one way. When we get really set on something that we're wanting to create, we're like, but this can only happen one way. We have to remember that there are infinite possibilities, that our beautiful human minds can't comprehend the idea of exactly how things can come about in ways that go way beyond what we could have even envisioned for ourselves. I have found this time and time again for myself when I've had manifestations come in, and big manifestations too, by the way. And just even like when I've walked through a new door and I'm like, cool, I can like see this going this way, and the universe is like, that's funny, no. It's not going to go that way. But it always goes the way it's meant to, and so much bigger and better and more expansive than what I actually had anticipated. So having a look to it, what you can release, okay? Creating a practical plan, but also release the control. Don't like try and cling to an outcome, or cling to how this has to happen, or cling that it's got to be this specific person, or it's got to be this specific job, or it's got to be this specific offer, like whatever it is, like release that. Because when we hold a tight grip to that, we just cause quite a resistance energy, and it can pull us into an energy of fear, of anxiety, and a feeling of lack as well. Okay, allow yourself to feel the feels, but then move through it. All right, I'm gonna just grab one of these as well. Okay, we have appreciation. I also saw the angel of love flip over, and I did mention before about making choices and decisions from love. Okay, so really just making it from the energy of love. Okay, using the energy of love. But appreciation here. We talk about like with the new beginning and the birthing and all of that. It's like the blossoming. Okay, you see this beautiful rose here as well. A number 6, 15 coming to a number 6. So bringing things back into balance, things returning to balance, feeling much more in balance. Standing tall and proud with what you've created. The creation could be an actual something that you've created, okay? Like Kelly, I know that you are a beautiful musician, right? So that can be in the creation of something within your craft, okay? It could be in the creation of something within business. It can be the creation of this like new way of healing for yourself, so that you can really propel forward and really disconnect and remove from the past as well. A lot of heart-centered truth. So if you're in that process of thinking, if you're in that process of making a decision, trying to figure things out and making a plan, strategy, make it heart-centered truth. Not what others want you to do, not what your mind wants you to do. Sorry about that. Let me know my battery's a little flat. But heart-centered truth, okay? So if that paused, that's what I meant there. Okay, when this opportunity comes in, I do feel it's like an opportunity, an offer comes in, it's really important not to let the, oh shit, this is bigger than what I thought, this wasn't what I quite expected, this feels scary because I know it's going to be expansive, this feels like it goes past my upper limits, kind of like a bit of a message that's coming from the last live that I did, it's like going past my upper limit, this feels fucking scary. Don't let that stop you, okay? Continue to push through, continue to move forward. When it feels right here, like, even if it comes with a little bit of nervous energy, that is normal, okay? That's normal. Think of like the first time you go on a date with someone, it's like the first time you have this like with like bit of like a feeling of a bit of anxiety, okay? And it's not like an anxiety of like, oh God, what you're doing? Like, no, away from this person, this isn't good for you. It's more like a, this is new, and oh, this is like, I'm going to make conversation, I go do all this, go do all that, you know. A bit of excitement too. Okay. First dates are always so awkward. I don't know about you guys. I just like, I'm like, give me a gin first. All right. See? Again, I spoke about getting things grounded. This is grounding from up here down here, okay? This particular card speaks of like, you know, connecting with nature and grounding, but it's not the energy I'm getting from it. The energy that I'm getting from this is what I mentioned before with your grounding, something that's up here, okay, that's been circulating behind the scenes in other realms, and you're bringing it into your physical reality. You get to decide what that is. This is the thing, like, we have to stop being like, that path can't be for me. I can't have a type of relationship like that. I can't do this. Or you know what? This is my situation and this is the path that I have been going down. So this is the path I've got to stay on. Like, no, you can choose to redirect, course direct at any point in time, okay? That you like. We also have the Great Gathering, okay? It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. So, you know, like soul family, your spirit team as well. But it's all coming together. It's all coming together. Again, I'm hearing Aries season, and I say again because this is what I got in the last live as well. It's just, it's the beginning of the astrological year, so it's going to feel really like movement forward, momentum and things like that. But I'm picking up momentum before then. Okay, coming into Aquarius season, which is really soon. We come into that this coming week. That is bringing in a lot of like a push forward. It's quite an impulse energy with this, and again, this is why it's important to make it from like those decisions from a space of love, the energy of love, versus being impulsive because it's coming from fear or it's coming from lack or anything like that. That's not going to serve you. You'll just get a towel moment. Okay. Lots of water too, besides obviously I'm using this one, besides obviously drinking lots of nice spring water, but also connecting with water, connecting with the water element. Showers, baths, by the ocean. It's summer here in Australia. It's a bit of a cooler day here today, but it's so hot yesterday. But yeah, so you can just go connect by the ocean as well. Okay, let's have a look here. That's good. Thank you. Okay. yes, there's this new opportunity, this new offer, okay, the Page of Cups, but also the creation of something new, because the Page of Cups is extremely creative. It's the Cups energy is the water element, okay, so connected to our emotions. Again, creating from the heart, creating from the heart center, creating from the energy of love, making choices, decisions from the energy of love. Probably what I'm going to title this one. Okay, I've also got the Five of Swords though, and I clarified that with the Nine of Pentacles. So I love this depiction of the Nine of Pentacles, because you see this is like this person coming out of their comfort zone, appearing, being like, all right, I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to have the light shine on me. I'm no longer hiding my gifts. I'm no longer hiding my beautiful self, okay? Like your beautiful, authentic self. No more hiding. What I do feel here though, because with the Five of Swords, this can talk about a lot of mental conflict, okay? So hearing a lot of mental chatter. And that then again, that grounding and connecting with water can really quieten that down, okay? But we can get a lot of mental conflict, especially when it comes down to like the choices, the decisions, which door to go down, which door to open, which path to walk down, which person, you know, like, do I want to be in this relationship? Do I not want to be in this relationship? Is this even aligned for me? Is this for my highest good? Like, you know, all of that. Okay, we can get stuck into that mental conflict. But with the Nine of Pentacles here, it's like when this appears, when this starts to blossom, come into fruition, which is the Nine of Pentacles, it's our, you know, manifestation starting to come into fruition that we've created, by the way, that we've created. When they start to come into fruition, like, don't allow the ego mind, the human mind to get in the way, okay? Yes, sometimes we have missed opportunities and it'll come back around again at another time, maybe in a different kind of form, you know, as well. It's not always like the exact same, but it's similar but in a different form. And then other times there are literally opportunities that come by that we get to decide, do we want this, do we not want this? And then if we say no to that, it doesn't come back around again. But that's okay, by the way. You know, that means there's other opportunities as well. So never be like, oh, fuck, I missed that and I really, really wanted that. It's like, but this is why it's important to make the decision based on the energy of love, based in the heart center, and not allowing ourselves to get caught in the Five of Swords energy, the mental conflict. Okay, with Page of Cups here, I'm loving seeing this, a creative new energy, the beginning of something new. Offers and opportunities as well. Definitely could be some form of communication coming in. I'm feeling that in the form of like via technology, by the way. Okay, yeah, so if you've been feeling stuck and stagnant, okay, if you've been feeling this, if you've been feeling at a pause, things aren't quite moving, it's like that's about to change with the Eight of Wands here. This is very quick movement. This also represents communication, quick incoming communication. Can represent travel. So if you're looking at traveling as opportunity, travel, you've been wanting to, okay? This is definitely a message for you. But more so with this, I'm just getting this like quick movement forward. It's always in the right direction. It's in the in a more positive direction too. But two, when I spoke about the impulse, so if you get a really impulsive like action coming up, that you want to take this and it feels really, really impulsive, it's really important to, again, just take a brief moment and take that pause to make sure that you are moving from a space, I'm going to say it again, like a broken record, of the energy of love, okay, from the heart center. Not from a space of fear. If you have like crippling anxiety or your heart's going crazy, and when it comes to you're wanting to be really impulsive, take a moment to pause. Okay, that's going to be really important. There's a difference between a little bit of a nervous energy and a little bit of excitement kind of energy and a little eek energy versus like the extreme of that, which then definitely needs a pause and have a good think, okay, as well. When I say think, I don't mean get stuck in the head though. It's like connecting to the heart space, okay? Hi everyone else who's joined. Okay, let's have a look here. One more please for this week ahead. Okay. How have you guys been feeling? Those who are on the live right now, And anyone watching the replay, feel free to put it in the comments after. But how are you guys feeling? Anyone experiencing a lot of mental conflict? Okay, let me know if feel free to in the comment section. Okay, are you getting frustrated about waiting for things to come in, waiting for things to shift and move? Because if that's you, it's, again, I spoke about this earlier about how things are balancing out. Okay, things are going to really start to balance out. So if you've been feeling like in this energy of discontent, boredom, or feeling like this is just never going to happen for me, that's an important message for you to know, is that there's a breakthrough coming and things are going to balance out. Especially if they've been feeling like this and then they go like this, it's going to be nicely balanced out, okay? Shannon, feeling? That's a good question. Yeah, it's it was an interesting time around that Mercury retrograde and that Cancer full moon, that's for sure. But look, if I do have the Three of Swords here, and if you have been experiencing any sort of heartache, okay, or any sort of feelings from the past resurfacing, past wounds, things like that, it's really just important for you to know things are going to shift, okay? New doors are appearing, new doors are opening, you know, all of that as well. You know, you guys know me, been following me long enough to know I don't sugarcoat shit. So if I was seeing things here like, look, things aren't going to really kind of move for quite some time, I'd be talking about it, all right? Kelly, feeling like I can usually feel into my own future, but surrendering to the unknown, especially in relationships, makes sense about the choices. Feeling like I can't feel into it, anxiety. And that's okay, all right? So if you're struggling to feel into it, the best thing I can say is just allowing the feelings you are feeling. So in the sense, if you've got a little bit of anxiety, just like allowing that to be released from your body. So I don't know exactly some things that you do, whether that's, you know, connecting to your music, for example, whether that is, you know, being by the ocean, but it can even just be doing some nervous system regulation too, breath work, things like that. But just allow it to be released from your body. And when you go into that surrendering to the unknown, I always find, okay, that right before something is to come in for me, it's like spirit shuts me off from seeing it. It's like I can get the feeling of like, oh, there's something happening. I can feel it, what's going on. And then I go to tap in like for myself, and they're like, nope, because we're not always allowed or to have the permission to see what's next. Sometimes things are to come in the form of surprise, or it's just not time for us to know quite yet, okay? So surrender into that. I did mention last time I did a live a few days ago, talking about how if you are in that period of the unknown and not quite sure what next step to take or make or what's to come, there's this beautiful thing that came across from Mark Rose from Create the Love when he was being interviewed, and he said that when he's finds himself at any time in his life like that, in that position, he will talk to a higher power. He chooses, you know, to use the word God, and he will be like, show me the way and I will walk the path. Show me the way and I will walk the path. And I thought that was just really beautiful, because that is a really great way to go into that surrender. Again, it's not easy, but I find even just seeing something like that just allows you to just let go, trusting that it's going to be shown to you, okay? So I hope that helps, Kelly. Hey, Brittany, how you going? Shannon, that's me. Yeah, look, I think that this is part of it, right? There is this feeling of the unknown. That's even showing up for me, and I've had to release control, which as a Capricorn is a little difficult, okay? My hair's gone crazy. As a Capricorn, it's a little difficult. As somebody who grew up with the feeling of the need to try and control my situation and what was to come next, because so I could feel safe, okay? Because I did lack a lot of that when I was younger. It can be difficult for me sometimes, okay? So I never put myself on a pedestal and be like, I got all my shit together, because no, I don't. No, I don't at all. And that's okay. I'm still forever a student, okay? But I'm finding that that's an energy that's appearing, but I always look back to when this has happened in the past for me, and I go, it's coming. It's really close. Because when this happens, it's really close. And then the moment I just go, all right, it'll appear when it appears, all of a sudden it's like, bam, there it is, okay? Allow yourself to feel the feels, but release them though. Like release them from your body, release them. Brittany, who's on here, okay, I'm actually going to tag her in the comments when I finish, because she does a lot of like, talks a lot about nervous system regulation and stuff like that, okay? And she's always got a lot of great tips and tools and stuff like that on her page. So if you're looking at things to do in regards to that, check her out. I'll put her in the comment section, okay? Yeah, Shannon, Capricorn. Have you had your birthday yet, Shannon? Let me know. Okay, we're gonna get one more from here, the tarot. We're gonna move to an oracle spirit. Moving to an oracle. Okay. Which one do we want? I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. Okay. So we have protection. Again, like knowing as you go through this transformation, as things are transforming for you, it's like you are protection, but also you are protected. But also it's a really important, oh, happy birthday. It was on the 10th. Happy birthday, Shannon. I hope that you had an amazing day and that you have a great solar return. So protection here, okay? It says here, call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval, okay? It's okay to place boundaries and to have boundaries in place to protect our energy. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually something that I totally recommend. And if you're feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment, like just take some time to cleanse your energy. And part of that is by calling back your power. Anytime I am like obsessively thinking about something that creates anxiety for me, that it stresses me the F out, anytime that happens to me, I call my power back, because I'm giving my power to a situation or to a person that it's just taking it from me. And it's actually, they're not taking it from me, I'm giving it, okay? I'm willingly giving it. And that's where I need to call it back. So I will literally just say, I call my power back from A, B, and C. I call my power back from this person, this situation. Close my eyes and I envision it coming back in. It kind of like shows like a frequency line for me, but you can just hold the intention, okay? And I slowly call it back. And let me tell you, it works. It works, it works, it works, okay? And cutting cords, guys, if you need to feel like you gotta cut some cords, cut some cords. But I'm feeling much more on this card that this is much more around like calling back your power, okay? Calling back your power, and what will be, what will be. I just saw believe in the impossible, the card believe in the impossible. So again, talking about those infinite possibilities, the once in the blue moon energy. Okay, let's get one more here, please. Conclusions are within reach. I spoke about this. I said it's a lot closer than what you think, okay? A lot closer than what you think. So conclusions are within reach. The last eclipse season that we had, okay, which was going back to like Scorpio season, we had... The thing is with eclipses, right? During eclipse season, yes, a lot can shift, a lot can change, a lot can be shaken up, a lot of things can move, and in many different ways. Sometimes it can feel like it's all more on like the negative, sometimes it feels like it's more on the positive, but regardless, it's like for our growth. But it doesn't just stop in eclipse season once it ends, okay? That energy continues for some time until the following eclipse season as we move into that. So when some like changes and shifts can happen, sometimes it happens in our physical reality during eclipse season. Sometimes it's more subtle, like of our energy that we don't quite have full notice of yet. But then as the weeks and the months after, we can start to see a lot of those shifts and a lot of the momentum and a lot of change take place. And so there's something here around that eclipse season. So if you felt eclipse season to be quite either difficult or just very interesting, okay, so neither good nor bad, just very interesting, that's definitely an extra message for you there. Okay, I'm just going to grab one more and then I'm going to close this out. My battery's getting low. And guys, when I upload this, feel free to share, okay? If this resonates with you, feel free to share it on your stories. If you want to send it to someone that you think this will resonate with, you know, all of that too. Feel free. This is out. Just staying silent because this is just like, this is good, okay? This is good. And if you're feeling in that energy I spoke about before, that kind of more difficult energy that definitely is appearing here, look at this. The double rainbow always represent just like what feels like miracles. These just, whoa, like where did this door come from? Whoa, where did this new life come from? Whoa, where did this blessing come from? But you created it. Remember that too, okay? So fulfillment, things coming into fulfillment, a lot of blessings. I'm telling you, there's a lot of like cornucopia energy coming, okay? Just when if you're in that position of like wanting or needing to make a decision, make it from the heart center, make it from the energy of love. That's what's going to lead you to exactly where you need to be. Sorry, again, I just had a notification come up. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that there. I send you all so much love. Thank you to all those who were able to hop on the live. I appreciate you guys. And I will repost this. I'll have a reading out this week for Aquarius season. I haven't filmed it yet, but I'll be doing one for that. My moon workshops will be starting back up again soon. I have decided that I'm only going to be doing full moon workshops, okay, not the new moon. No particular, I love doing both. I've just got so much other stuff going on that I'm going to focus on the full moon. I'm a full moon girl anyway. I love a good full moon, so I'll be doing it on those. Maybe occasionally I'll do it on a new, but mostly you'll just see it on the full moons. All right, guys, sending you love, and I will talk to you soon.